Welcome to Courageously Speaking with Maria Soriano, a podcast highlighting inspiring individuals who made brave decisions to achieve success beyond oneself. Available every first and third Thursdays wherever you get your podcasts.
Competition is done. We already got the people, and oh, really? So shy.
It's like you were rejected. You haven't even tried.
Yeah. But then the owner was like, "Well, just sing there, whatever. Just sing in that little stage. Just sing."
Oh.
So I'm like, I can sing. Yeah, just sing. Whatever. You're already here. Just sing. You don't have to audition to have the
Wow.
semifinals.
That's
and
crazy.
You're included now.
And you were supposed to not even sing.
Yeah.
You have a tenacity in you since you were a child. For being an introverted one, like you showed up. You didn't have to say much,
Yeah.
but you showed up.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of your
That's the key.
amazing traits.
Just show up.
yeah,
just showing up.
Yes,
I
and
think that's one of the keys to life itself too.
and you show up even when sometimes you feel like you're not ready. But
Attire is not yours. The dress that you're wearing right now is not yours. I know that you borrowed that. And then he said, I know because it's like how
it doesn't fit you.
it doesn't fit me. It was too big. It was hanging.
So you didn't use that excuse to not show up. I don't care if I borrowed my clothes. I'm
Yeah.
going there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Singing saved me from the bully.
Oh, I
So
like that. So
music.
singing saved you.
Yeah,
You know, a
saved
lot
me.
of times people think that music is nothing. It's like a waste of money and time. But I really love what you said about singing saved you.
Mhm.
Because a lot of times you're being told that going into show business or like doing anything artistic kind of ruin your life. Just like stay away from it. Just go to school and have a normal job.
Everybody began to like me and they started liking myself. Like, being a singer and a vocal coach is two different skills.
So being a
it's not.
singer is an artist and being a vocal coach is a mentor.
Yeah, and mentor, and that led to more.
Who was your mentor, by the way? Like the one who taught you how to teach?
Seth Riggs, the famous vocal coach for the stars like Celine, Dion, Michael Jackson, everyone. And then he's not teaching anymore.
He taught you.
Yes, I had the chance to get the skill and teaching me how to teach.
Welcome to Courageously Speaking with me, your host, Maria Soriano. Our guest for today is an incredible woman. She's not only a singer and a dedicated entrepreneur who provides entertainment services here in Las Vegas, but across the nation. She's also a personal friend and mentor, not just to myself, but to many more aspiring artists out there, especially here in our Las Vegas community. I'd like to welcome Miss Sharon Tanyag to our show.
Thank you so
Welcome.
much, Maria, and I'm so happy to be here. Very excited, and I'm always proud of you. That's what's really important that I'm here, seeing you, doing this. It's so good. It's such a great feeling.
People don't know how we met.
Yeah.
I met you in a singing competition. I believe it was November of 2018.
Mm-hmm.
I remember very scared because I actually lost my voice.
Yeah.
Remember, I have lost my voice. I couldn't sing for 3 years. I've been in a tough position at that time,
Yeah.
tough situation. Not forced, but you kind of like pushed me to sing.
Yeah, I do that
Why do you do
Okay.
that?
because I was also forced, and that person who forced me, I began to make use of that skill, and now I'm using that skill, which is teaching.
Very, very cool. And just so you
Yeah.
know, I think a lot of people would be very interested to know how you get started as a singer.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna share it today with you guys.
Yeah. So let's go back in time.
Okay.
Okay. When did you know you can sing?
From my background, my family are musicians. They're all musicians. They can sing, both parents. So even if I was singing, probably at the age of 2 or 3, they don't really care. It's not because they're bad parents. It's just normal in the household that
Because you're Filipino.
yeah that someone
You don't
says,
care.
unlike when I had kids, when they show interest in singing or dancing, we're already like, oh my God, you're so good. Let's bring you to a competition or uh, show you off. But then back then, I probably started really early than what I remember. So at the age of 8 or 9, there was a singing competition at school, and then I was. I'm an introvert. Still am.
Did not
Um,
know that.
I'm an introvert. So I always people always say that I have my own world, which is true. If I have a choice, I would not want to talk. I just want to be by myself. But my career. But anyways, let's go back to the where I started. Um, so at the age of 8, I was watching this singing competition by myself because I'm a loner. Um, every time a contestant sings, I would sing with them. So obviously, it was not a full house. It's in an auditorium, but it was such a big auditorium that I can sing with them, that nobody can hear. And then I felt like I think I can sing better than that person who's singing. So, anyways, is that ear that I can sing better. I think I sing prettier than her. So that was my until the age of 13. I've been like just singing, at home, and then by 13, and that's first year high school. I have this magazine with lyrics of songs. Um, our advisor, our teacher was sick at that day. It's probably a Monday, and then so our class president took over. Um, before that, I've been bullied in my high school, especially high school. I don't know, just being poor, you immediately get bullied. I don't know why, but I was also cute, so I that's like
You're just jealous, right?
So I was pretty, I was cute, I always get like
They're
the
this poor, cute
I'm
girl.
poor cute.
that's also talented. Let's go.
Not yet. So
They don't
so
know.
yeah, they don't know yet. So that president, the class president, wanted to embarrass me. So she said, Sharon, whatever you're doing there, because I was like reading the lyrics and also humming it and singing it, just enough for me to hear, but she probably heard it. Can you share that to the entire class? You know, the purpose is to embarrass me. Yeah. So I said, no, I'm not doing anything. I'm just reading the lyrics. No, you're doing something there. Share it to the whole class. So I was too embarrassed not to do anything because I'm already embarrassed. So I don't want to be double embarrassed.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
did it. Um, I sang Angela Bofield, Rest in Peace. Angela Bofield, I sang You Should Know by Now. Started the song, and everyone was quiet. And then after I sang the song, my classmate, the class president, said, "That's how you sing. That's how you should sing." And then everyone just cheered.
Wow.
Went back to my chair, and then that started it all. They started inviting me to school programs, and they started having me, like telling everyone that she can sing.
Were you shy back in the days? Because like it feels like you said, I was bullied, so it makes you shy and not want to deal with people. And you're introverted too. So did that part of you, that singer part of you, would help you get out of that shell?
Yeah,
And did this bullying stop?
it did stop because I became popular at school, so it did stop.
So basically,
Um,
kind of proved yourself
Yeah,
to the.
singing saved me from the bully.
Oh, I
So
like that. So
music.
singing saved you.
Yeah,
A
saved
lot
me.
of times people think that music is nothing. It's like a waste of money and time. But I really love what you said about singing saved you, because a lot of times you're being told that going into show business or like doing anything artistic kind of ruin your life. Just like stay away from it. Just go to school and have a normal job.
Yeah.
Right? Like you've
Yeah.
heard that, and you said like singing saved my life. Can you expound on that? Like singing saved
Yeah,
my
so
life.
when I started singing, everybody began to like me and I started liking myself and my singing. So that's when I knew that I can sing because of these people that, oh, you can sing. And even the parish priest, because I'm Catholic from a Catholic school, an all girls school. Can you imagine being bullied by um,
Exactly
girls?
the same. We had the same
Yeah,
experience.
and wanting to belong, but you can't. And then so that singing made me a part of a lot of things.
And that like took you out of thinking that you're less than,
Mm-hmm.
right? It gave you
Yeah.
a little boost.
Yeah, give me a little boost. I'm still shy though.
I could never have imagined you're shy.
I'm
This is the
still,
first time I'm hearing
you know
this.
what? I'm still shy up to this time. But then it's just that's really me. I have to accept that I'm introvert, but I have to do this. I have to speak. I have to sing. At that time I only had to sing. I don't have to speak too much, but the speaking part, that's where the shyness starts.
Yeah.
So you like, you don't say the right words because you're too shy. But singing is so easy for me. So shyness can be, thrown away.
So basically, singing for you is another language,
Yeah.
right? It's a
Yeah.
language that you're very natural
Yeah.
with, and I
Yeah.
think it's very important to share to our viewers and listeners how important it is to find your passion, because when you're trying to do something you really love,
Mhm.
you forget the insecurity because you love it and you're good at it, right? My question is, as far as singing to become a career, when did it all start?
I myself, okay, I love my parents so much, but they didn't have um, the normal parent like encouraging you to do this or bringing you to, like singing classes or being there when you are singing.
What
They
was
were
that?
not.
Like they
I don't
wanted you to have
know.
another career or something?
No,
It's just they're not like hands on in terms of
yeah,
like,
because I sang a lot at school, but they were never there to watch me. I don't know. It was.
have
It
you ever
was.
asked your parents why?
No, I just thought of it today, and I never. But of course, over the years that I'm performing, they were already starting to. But anyways, going back to where I started to become professional.
Yeah.
Okay, so at school, of course, high school. After high school, I'm very resourceful.
Mm.
So knowing that I can sing, I've always very what I call resourceful by going to bulletin boards at any school that I'm in or anywhere like a store. I always look at because there weren't any computers at the time. There's
Yeah,
no social media. It was so hard for you to like
Like
put yourself out there. So you guys are so lucky nowadays. Not saying that I'm that super old, but maybe I am.
So, but you had to use bulletin boards
Bulletin
to find out.
boards.
You can't just Google things. back in the
No,
days,
no,
okay.
there's none. So like people would post like there's a singing competition here, a singing competition here, and I would go to like music stores. I would just go there. I don't buy anything. I just go there. So I saw a Yamaha competition.
Oh.
They're looking for um, 5 Yamaha Music Mate girls. Music Mate is the karaoke, big karaoke machine.
Oh, I remember. That
That's
was my
their-
first karaoke.
Yeah, and that was the
too.
first karaoke, actually. So they were having that competition because they were promoting the Yamaha Music Mate karaoke machine. So um, so I was just riding a jeepney in the Philippines. It's
Jeepney is, just so you know, jeepney is a public transportation right?
Yeah.
In the Philippines, that's
Yeah.
special to the Philippines. You can't find it anywhere else, right?
Yeah. So I have this tape. It's a tape,
For our
The-
peoples that don't know, Alan, do you
A
know what a
cassette-
tape is?
I know what a tape
a
Okay,
is.
cassette tape.
let's ask Brennan. Brennan, do you know what a tape is?
Yeah, cassette.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I should not be asking musicians because they know, but most people don't know what tape. They don't even know CDs nowadays. So what's a tape again? Explain that.
It's like it's like a film inside a little thing. It's a cassette.
Yeah, that you kind of
Mhm.
have to like A
Yeah.
B.
And if you want to rewind it, you can rewind it using your fingers
Oh,
or
it's
or a
so
pencil.
old.
So
Wow.
there, at the time, there was blank tapes that you can record yourself in a boombox. You can record,
Most
you can
people don't know
sing.
too. So for
Yeah.
viewers don't know a boombox.
Yeah,
It's where it's a speaker but kind of big.
Yeah.
Right.
and then with the cassette,
Yeah.
you put your. At the time, it's called multiplex. That's where one of the Filipino
Very
famous
famous.
singer, Lani Masulich's voice was first discovered because she was the voice of that multiplex. It's basically songs, and then there is a channel that you have to
Put the
turn-
mode into this
turn
channel.
to the right, and then
Uh-huh.
the voice will disappear. And then now you can put your own voice, or use it for singing. Well, anyways, I was on my way to Yamaha Music Store where they sell musical instruments. Because I got a flyer that they're having a singing competition, and that's where the audition is. So I went there, and then I asked the people in the counter, I'm here to audition for singing, and then they were kind of busy and having a meeting. Oh no, the competition is done. We already got the people, and oh, really? So shy. I was like very soft spoken, and then I was like this. I was standing there for a little bit, just don't know what to do, because it's done. Like,
It's like you were rejected. You haven't even tried.
Yeah. but then the owner was like, well, just sing there, whatever. Just sing in that little stage. Just sing.
Oh.
So I'm like, I can sing. Yeah, just sing. Whatever, you're already here. Just sing. So it's not, I don't know if he's going to audition me or. So I put the tape, and then I sang with the microphone. And then right away they were like, they stopped and said, wow, you're going to be in the finalists now. You don't have to audition to have the
Wow.
semifinals.
That's crazy.
You're included now.
And you were supposed to not even sing.
Yeah.
You have a tenacity in you since you were a child. For being an introverted one, like you showed up. You didn't have
Yeah.
to say much,
Yeah.
but you showed up.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of your
That's the key.
amazing traits.
Just show up.
yeah,
just showing up.
Yes,
I
and
think that's one of the keys to life itself too.
and to show up even when sometimes you feel like you're not ready. But so now you were in the finals. What happened?
So I was already in the finals for, because this is for the whole Philippines. I was the representative of Visayas. So we already have the Visayas Grand Finals.
So which is the second largest island in the Philippines? It's like, or the second one,
Yeah,
the
because
middle.
there's three: North, Visayas, Mindanao.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm
So Luzon, Visayas,
so
Mindanao.
I'm gonna, if I win this competition, I will be the representative of Visayas, going on to Manila. And so competition. We were rehearsing, and I was well. It's kind of scary because I'm gonna be with another singer that's already known in Cebu as a singer, and then another competition was my high school classmate. So it's so awkward. There were really good ones, but it didn't stop me from really doing it. Like really practicing and everything. So even the practices, I just practice on my own. We don't even have we don't have television. I don't have a karaoke machine. What I do, I just ride this is very unique of me. I think I'm the only one that do that. So jeepneys, they have
Public
they have,
transportation.
they have music in their when you ride a jeepney, right?
So, because Filipinos love music,
Yeah.
so even if
So
you're
they
riding the
always-
jeepney.
yeah.
So think about Uber,
Yeah,
but it's public and there's many more.
many passengers.
Yeah.
So I would go on for a ride back and forth, maybe an hour, and then coming back an hour, just to wait for my song to play, and then I'll rehearse that in my head because
Wow.
I don't know the lyrics. Where else
Wow.
can I listen to the song? I don't have a television. I don't have a radio.
And so you had to ride the public transportation to practice in your head how to
Yeah.
sing, because you're not practicing with people.
Yeah,
You're practicing in your head.
yeah, because I don't know the lyrics. Where else would I, it's just, I don't know. It was weird, but I did that.
You know what? It trained you to be very resourceful, because like
Yeah.
in show business, you gotta be resourceful. I think sometimes people who are just starting in this show business don't like it when it's uncomfortable. You know,
Mhm.
like, oh, this didn't turn out
Nobody
my way.
likes
They quit it
uncomfortableness.
immediately. But for
Yeah.
you, it's like not having a television, not having radio, not having my own karaoke will not stop me from singing. I will do it no matter what. And it speaks volumes of your character as a person, because I think with you, you didn't have a lot of resources. You didn't have like parental
No.
support at that
No.
time. Not that they're bad, but it's not
Yeah.
something that they want for you
Yeah.
specifically. You didn't even have the chance to sing in Yamaha because they're done, but you showed up,
Yeah.
you sang, you got it.
You got it.
You know, so when was that big break? Was that in the Philippines or in abroad?
In the Philippines, I can say that was the biggest break when I won the Visayas, and the owner of Yamaha in the Philippines, Mr. Robert Yupango. I
Mr.
still-
Robert
I
Yupango.
still remember him. He really picked me as the winner. And then when I won, after there was an after party, he even said, "I know your attire is not yours. The dress that you wear right now is not yours. I know that you borrowed that." And then he said, "I know, because it's like how
Does it fit you?
it doesn't fit me. It was too big. It was hanging."
So you didn't use that excuse to not show up. I don't care if I borrowed my clothes. I'm
Yeah.
going there.
Yeah. We were sent to Manila, all expense paid, and then competed in Rizal Theater.
Oh, that's big.
Rizal Theater was still is there?
Is that PICC? Is that the same?
I'm not.
No, it's not the same. I think there's no more Rizal Theater.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe
but
I'm
it
wrong.
brings back memories.
Yeah, so we did a competition there, and some bullying started to
What do you mean bullying? Like
It's-
there in Manila?
in Manila
Oh.
in the competition.
What happened?
Oh my gosh, like another bullying again of because being talented and beautiful.
Oh,
not being
there
poor.
you go.
In the beginning, being poor and beautiful now.
Now being talented,
Talented and
beautiful,
beautiful.
and a little poor.
Yeah,
beside.
it's still poor,
you
you
know.
know.
They didn't like it. What did they do with you?
So we are a group of because the competition is like a beauty pageant / singing, but it's more of a singing. So most of us are really really good looking, gorgeous ladies from different cities, Visayas. So, and then I still don't have a nice gown. Everyone has nice gowns, and some of them actually is going on a competition for Binibining Pilipinas.
Oh wow! Which is the way or a ticket to Miss Universe, right?
Yeah. So one of them, and then it's just really crazy that we were also presented to the vice president at the time
Of the Philippines.
the Philippines, Laurel, Mr. Laurel. So everyone was presented, but what made these women or the girls bully me because every time we're presented to an event or to a person like vice president, I was always picked to sing because there's only gonna be
So
one.
they didn't like that. They didn't like that you're the
No.
one that.
Yeah,
Well,
why?
you can sing.
Why always me? You know, I always get to be. I stand out, even if I'm not wearing
Nice clothes.
sexy clothes
Oh.
or. But I apologize to all the girls if I mention like some of them would want to be sexy, so they get picked. You know.
But
I
at
was
that
just-
time, that
at
is
that
the
time.
norm.
Yeah, that's like the norm that you want to be, you know, you have to look good, but I wasn't trying to look good. I'm trying to be in a competition and sing good, not.
So you're a singer first before
Yeah,
anything else.
Yeah. So I always get picked to sing, and then we went to That's Entertainment. I was the one who got picked to sing.
So That's Entertainment is actually a very
Yeah.
popular show back home in the Philippines, where if you want to be an actor, an actress, a singer, or whatever, if you get to That's Entertainment, you're going to be famous.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
And
So you
then
made it there.
I made it to the That's Entertainment, and then I was offered before the competition ended. I was offered to do That's Entertainment because of the instant performance that I did. I sang
that-
Greatest Love of All.
Oh.
So yeah, so they offered me That's Entertainment every Tuesday. So for any one of you who didn't know, I was supposed to be
Yeah.
That's Entertainment. But then I didn't have enough sponsors, no sponsors at all for my
Clothing,
outfit because you
makeup.
do have to. So I have to choose whether I'm gonna do the band thing because I was
Or the
offered to
acting.
do or going on show business. In the
Okay, so you
Philippines.
chose the other one.
Because it's instant money. I can make money right
Oh.
away.
So what happened? Like when you said you were bullied earlier,
Yeah.
how did that affect you? Did it affect you positively? That you were like even stronger and more courageous, or did it really lower your confidence?
It did make me both. It did lower my confidence because my confidence is always there for singing.
Okay.
For singing. I was never shy when it comes to singing, always confident in singing. But the thing is, it made me like super more shy of becoming of being to belong to these girls. Like there was one event after the competition when they already got the 5 winners.
In Visayas, but now you're in Manila.
And
It seems like it's replaying again.
we're playing again, and then we would go to places and events to promote the competition, and then they would always pick me. I'm not doing anything. People would always pick me to perform.
And what did
I
they
always stand
what
out.
did they exactly
Stand
do
out.
when you say bully? What does that mean?
So whenever we have rehearsals, they would always leave me behind. Like, oh, don't tell her that the rehearsal is over here. Oh, don't tell her that, you know. And then the competition itself, I was already awarded. I have a special award, the prettiest, award from Robert P. Panko, from the owner. He gave me that plus cash prizes. And then the next day, they took the award back to the competition, and then they would always pick me. I'm not doing anything. People would always pick me to perform. And it would always stand out. So he gave me that plus cash prizes. And then the next day, they 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 took the award back to. They said that they had a mistake,
Oh.
but I didn't fight for it because I was not confident enough to fight for me.
In Visayas, but now you're in Manila.
And
It seems like it's replaying again.
we're playing again, and then we would go to places and events to promote the competition, and then they would always pick me. I'm not doing anything. People would always pick me to perform.
And what did
I
they
always stand
what
out.
did they exactly
Stand
do
out.
when you say bully? What does that mean?
So whenever we have rehearsals, they would always leave me behind. Like, oh, don't tell her that the rehearsal is over here. Oh, don't tell her that, you know. And then the competition itself, I was already awarded. I have a special award, the prettiest award from Robert P. Panko, from the owner. he gave me that plus cash prizes. And then the next day, they said that they had a mistake,
Oh.
but I didn't fight for it because I was not confident enough to fight for me.
So basically, they gave you an award. Something must have happened around,
Yeah.
the
And they said it's
competition.
not for you, it was for the other girl.
Oh wow, they played Steve Harvey.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve Harvey, but in a bad way.
Yeah, this
In a
is
bad
at least
way.
with him. It was an honest mistake,
Yeah.
but this one was definitely.
Yeah, so
How did that affect you?
oh, it affected me so much. And then I didn't. My mom knew about it, but we couldn't fight. Like I don't know what to do. It was I was supposed to call Robert Jubanco, but I didn't.
So you didn't call the owner and just
I
took it.
didn't.
So it feels like we have now. It makes sense because when I was in a competition, I'm not sure if you remember. I cried in the car, and I even asked you. I got into the semifinals of the singing competition. I asked you, "Do I deserve it? Should I just like tell them to pick someone else?" And I just remember you telling me you were chosen for a reason. You better like keep it. I didn't want to go to grand finals because I wasn't confident because my voice wasn't that. And
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you remember. Some of the girls were bullying me in that show.
Yeah.
They told me that I was just pretty
Yeah.
and cannot sing, and I may have, sorry for the term, seduced one of the judges.
Yeah,
So
that was a very controversial competition, by the way. I was also bullied. I received a letter that what I was doing was really, then, that was the past, and I did fight for you
Thank
because
you.
I'm with the judges who literally said, this girl is something else. This girl is really good.
And
So that's why I said, no, you're not. You're performing. You are a semifinalist. You better get
get
back
your
there.
behind.
Yeah,
you know,
get back there
in the studio.
and perform your best.
Yeah,
So-
and I was sick that time. Just so you know,
Yeah.
in the semifinals, I had a fever
Yeah,
and I couldn't sing. But you told me you just sing there, and I had to do some act because like my voice wasn't good,
Mhm.
and it kind of helped me out. And then
Mhm.
I even went to grand finals. But thank you for inspiring me, and I want to share that with you because you would notice that people who had a very difficult past seem to know how to care for people that have similar situations. So it seems like the courage you had in growing up being in a bullied environment,
Yeah.
wherever you go,
very, very good.
when you meet people like me with a similar situation, I was bullied, not
Oh yeah, I would
rich.
fight for you.
Now it makes sense. I didn't know why you cared so
Yeah.
much about me.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I was like, she's too cool, but why would you do that for me?
yeah, yeah. I always get that. Like, why is Miss Sharon so nice to me? Is there like, a purpose? Does she have an agenda?
But it
Uh,
seems like it
it's
brings
just-
you back to the
Oh
past.
yes.
And thank you
Yeah.
because for some of us that you have mentored, thank you so much for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We became good. Like we didn't do bad stuff after
No.
doing showbiz stuff.
No, you shine more,
Yeah.
and you know you can do more.
So thank you for
Oh,
that.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
And we're gonna talk more about later your business that
Mhm.
guides artists like me to the right path. But
Yeah.
let's talk about relationships. I feel like you're evading these, like this part of the show. But I'm going to ask anyway.
Yeah.
You ready for this? So I feel like most people in show business have difficulty in getting or maintaining relationships. So what are your thoughts on this?
I agree and disagree.
Oh, that's interesting. So what?
Yeah. As an artist, we do have a normal relationship kind of mindset too. But we're more sensitive. If two artists come together, there's a lot of sensitivity there. Very sensitive. I'm very
So
sensitive.
your
myself.
feelings get hurt easily.
Get hurt easily. And you need to do a lot of so Ben Affleck and J-Lo, they're both artists, they're both actors, and then being hurt, so you do need to have a lot of explaining to do with her. You need to have like adjusting. It's just because you're the same. You need to, you
Mm.
know that she's very hurt, and then you're very hurt too. So it's just
Kind of hurt each other because you're both
yeah,
artists. So what you're
yeah,
saying is a lot of artists like us, we are feelers.
yeah.
We
Too sensitive.
too sensitive.
Yeah, because we need that. The more sensitive we are, the better we get to our craft.
So it makes sense because at one point, I think that the song that I wrote when I was just like starting was full of emotions because I was very hurt, like
Yeah.
very painful part of my life.
Yeah.
I write very well when I'm in pain. It seems sadistic for us,
Yeah.
And
yeah.
if you know Alanis Morissette, do you know her?
Yeah.
So
of
love
course.
her. She's actually the ultimate feeler, and she had a documentary to talk about being sensitive is how she becomes her best self as an artist.
Yeah.
But it's dangerous
Yes.
because if you cannot get out of that sensitive part of you in the real world, people in the real world do not understand how it is to feel. Like for me, maybe someone gets up, let's say, I do this to you, it doesn't hurt much. But for somebody like me, this hurts 10 times.
Yeah.
You get my point?
Mhm.
And it's so painful. And we, as an artist, have to create art out of that pain
Yeah.
and out of sensitivity. But it doesn't work sometimes in a relationship because most people won't understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. Now it gets worse if you are J Lo and you
Mhm.
are married to a non-show business. That
Oh,
that gets
Even
that's-
trickier,
yeah, because the other one doesn't understand.
like it's not in the same industry. So
or
my
mindset as an artist, or not the same sensitivity. They're just there. You struggle to make them more sensitive, but it doesn't have to.
and maybe it's not about them being more sensitive, but them just understanding that you're different. And my question to you is, as far as your own struggles, if there is any, is there any struggle in terms of, having a relationship because you're an artist?
Probably if they only was with you because you have a talent, or you sang beautifully, or you have a beautiful face. Like maybe a trophy wife. I was a trophy wife. So I was, yeah. And yeah, he already passed away, the father of my children. He's always proud of me as a singer. But it's like it made my life at one point that I struggle to like, I just want to be normal. I just want to be a nurse. I'll just go to school and not be a singer anymore because people only love me because I'm a singer.
Oh, that people only loved you because you're a singer. People only love you for what you can give to them, the
Yeah.
art that you can give to
Yeah,
them.
or because I'm a great, I can consider myself a great mentor and vocal coach. So it's like maybe I should make myself a little bit normal. So maybe if they like me more, then they'll be. But then from going back, that was already, when I was bullied, and it stopped because singing saved me, right? So now, just lately, I'm beginning to know myself more. That music is me. So it's really not the relationship. It's really not, oh, my ex-husband loved me because I was a singer. Because
That's your thought
because
before.
me. Yeah.
But now you're understanding that was okay. Everyone has
okay.
like a good part, which is
Yeah.
like if he loved me for my talent and I
Yeah.
felt like I was a trophy wife,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily bad. It's bad if
Yeah.
it destroyed you. Did it destroy
It was
you?
it was a little bad, not a little bad, but it was bad at that time because that was my mindset.
Now you've changed your mindset,
Yeah.
and it helped you realize that we cannot defy our DNA.
No.
Your DNA is to be a singer,
Yeah.
and you should be.
So music is me, and my life is music, and that's it.
And then-
don't separate that. I talk to myself all the time. Don't separate that from you because that's really you. If they like you for that, like lately I went to a the biggest competition, international competition, and everybody loved me. And before, because I've been judging this competition since 2005, I was just, you love me, you only want to be talking to me or you approach me because I'm the judge. But that is still part of me. I'm the mentor, They
So
look
you
up to
are
me.
looking at yourself as a holistic being that has many parts. So
Mhm.
yeah, I really appreciate that about
Yeah.
you. Let's have a real talk.
Is this the juicy part?
Because I feel like you're saying that as artists we're too sensitive.
Mhm.
Are you telling our audience and listeners just to stay single because you're going to be hurt anyway in your relationship?
in in my case, I'm not saying that that's how you should do it. In my life, I told myself to stop being sensitive. It's just to control your emotions, because that emotion is not only affecting the other person, it's also affecting me. So might as well, Sharon, stop being sensitive.
Or should I say, not stop being sensitive, but your advice is to manage those emotions.
Yeah,
Have
manage.
a strategy
Mhm.
in managing an emotions to the point that you can put your emotions towards good use. If I need to be emotional, it's the perfect time for me to write a song. If
Yeah.
I am emotional, it's perfect time for me to bring that emotion in a show. Well, Alan knows this. Remember, every time I have a show, what do? I cry right before, I get angry or whatever, and that's a better performance.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
start an argument.
Yeah, I start an
Yeah.
argument, And for some reason, I feel like I'm a better singer when I'm triggered, like triggered
Yeah.
emotionally because it takes me out of being analytical.
Mhm.
And at the same time, when you are doing the business, so I'm talking about the show, and now show business. On the business side, you can't be too emotional to the point that um, you don't make good decisions.
Yeah.
So it's just being balanced. You're asking
Yeah,
us
you
to
gotta
be
have to
balanced.
manage it. Like I said, in my own opinion, because if I'm too sensitive, I will have sleepless nights. So it's not good for my body. So it's just you have to control your emotions. And
So
then
manage it, not completely deny your
Yeah,
emotions. It's not
yeah.
healthy either.
it's knowing yourself. Oh, okay.
Oh.
I'm like this. I'm too emotional like this. Oh, he said something like this. What should I think about? You overthink. So overthinking
Do you say communicate better, right? Communicate better to the person that because I feel like we shouldn't even be sorry that we are sensitive. I think that managing is different from completely not having those emotions because why is it that the sensitive person always has to be the one that adjusts? Why other people? I think that when you are in a relationship, both of you need to adjust. You need to find compromise in the middle, being in the middle. That person who loves you need to love you for who you are, need to love you as an emotional being too. But at the same time, you need to accept someone. Your partner may not be as sensitive as you. Accept that they're analytical. So it's like accepting each other and being in the middle as opposed to changing for someone because you love them.
Yeah. Well, you have to accept if you are ready for a relationship, it's a lot of work and you have to accept that person the way they are. There's no changing anyone. You cannot change a person who's
So
ready to
adjusting is
go.
different from changing.
Yeah.
You can be who you are, but you have to adjust the circumstances.
Yeah, because you become one.
I like that.
So
So we can still have a relationship.
I
being
can
a
still
singer.
have a relationship. I've been single for more than 2 years now.
Now they know. Everybody was like, I got Maria with Sharon's
Yay.
number. My single friends. Stop it. Seriousness. I wanted to thank you for being like so authentic. Like you're not saying to them, I have a perfect life. I have a perfect relationship. You're telling them
Oh,
you're
no.
single right now. You're focusing on your career.
Oh yeah, focusing on
Which is-
myself. I'm trying to level up. Just
Talk about your business because you said that you were doing vocal lessons as well as teaching or mentoring other artists. Because I think I know, like, hey Diane, if you're watching. I know
Ah,
you're
yeah.
mentoring
Yes,
Diane.
yes.
Tell us more about it.
Yeah, I've been a vocal coach since 2005, and it's just by accident, like I was telling you earlier. And then every time, because there was a time in my vocal teaching that I got burned out, having 40 students in California,
40, 40.
40, and I have to
Wow.
individually coach them. I got burned out traveling back and forth, but even if I want to stop, there's still someone who's going to knock on the door. Can you teach me? So God really wanted me to have this skill, like being a singer and a vocal coach is two different skills.
So
it's
being a
not-
singer is an artist, and being a vocal coach is a mentor.
yeah, and mentor, and that led to more.
Who was your mentor, by the way? Like the one who taught you how to teach?
Seth Riggs, famous vocal coach for the stars like Celine Dion, Michael Jackson, everyone. And then he's not teaching anymore.
He taught you.
Yes, I had the chance to get the skill and teaching me how to teach. So back then it was $500 an hour. So what you're getting from me is really a treasure.
Celine Dion's
Yeah.
ways.
So, and then I eventually developed more
Your
vocal
own-
techniques.
Yeah, your own
So from
ways.
that, yeah, because I'm a singer myself, so I'm a different kind of vocal coach because I'm still singing, I'm still on stage.
You're not just the one that tells people what to do. You're doing it too, so you know the
Yes.
struggles.
Yeah,
So what's the name of your company?
Born Famous.
Invite people to.
So social media, we have Born Famous Entertainment and myself, Sharon Tanyag Music. My telephone number is 702-885-3065 if you wanna have a hobby of singing, or just if you're already a professional, I can help you too, because being a professional singer and not having to have vocal coaching in your life, you need it. The more you sing, the more you need a coach, because that will make you sing until 100 years old. Because what I'm trying to do in my vocal coaching, I teach you how to sing healthy. So
You don't want artists to be ruining their voice. I know a lot of
getting
my
burnout,
peers,
getting
they used to be able to sing soprano, like high notes, and they can't even do alto. Like they completely ruin their voice. They do a lot of belting,
yeah.
And it's not that bad, but if you do it right, because
If
you
do
belt,
it right. Yeah, I belt, and just don't there is a way of singing healthy, so you can sing 100 songs a day, but not all the time.
So,
So you have
if
to
there's
prevent.
if there's one thing that you can teach our viewers or listeners on how to take care of your voice, what would that be?
Back in the day, they always say don't drink cold water.
Is that still true?
No, because if you have something in your throat and it's inflamed, but after singing, not before. So if there's inflammatory there, cold water or ice
It's good
is
to
good. It's like a muscle. If you go work out and then you want to go do the ice thing
Yeah.
to lower the inflammation. So that goes with our vocal cords as well. And then don't eat anything sour before singing,
Oh,
because it will make your vocal cords relax. Like you're gonna be your vocal cords are gonna be falling asleep.
oh, and you can't have that.
Yeah. So
Oh.
before singing.
Before
But
singing,
after singing, yes.
no
Drink orange juice,
lemony
whatever.
things.
No like sour stuff. Citric
No
acid,
sour
yeah.
stuff, and then
Yeah.
no peanuts,
Yeah.
because I like peanuts, and then
No
I always-
chocolate before singing. No chocolate, no milk, because it produces phlegm.
So it's so hard.
It's a lot of things, really. But to just to have something, just practice all the time. Nowadays you have all the resources. You have the karaoke.
You have
machine,
YouTube now.
You have YouTube. Just sing all the time.
Yes, and I think like for all of you who want to be a singer, a professional singer, it really is important to have a vocal coach to guide you.
Yeah.
Even if it's like a once a month class, it's better if it's like weekly. But if you can't
Yeah.
afford it right now,
And they
having-
offer like packages too, so it's
Mm.
not gonna be that expensive. 'Cause
so
they
you'll work.
offer
I
packages.
remember you worked
Yes.
with me. You didn't
Yeah.
like charge me 500 an hour. You didn't do
Yeah,
that. So
no.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for believing
There,
in me.
yeah, there is a package, right?
Yeah.
That you can, it's kind of like an installment, and then so it's better that way. So I can give you more discounts.
Before we end, I know you are coaching this kid. I think he's not a kid anymore. But
He's
when
not
I
a
mean
kid
he's a kid,
anymore.
what's his name?
Mackenzie Sol.
Say hi to Mackenzie.
I'm Mackenzie. He is the top 20 American Idol. I'm so very proud of him. Before he came to me, he was already singing, and then we just need to, tweak. Like I said, even if you're a professional singer already, you can. The more you need a vocal coach.
So now, where is he now? After
He
American
has
Idol?
he's a resident at the Virgin Hotel in Las Vegas Strip.
Oh, have you seen
and-
his show?
Not yet. So I just messaged him. I said I'm gonna be coming in one of the Thursdays. It's every Thursdays at the what's that
Is
place?
it Shag Room?
Shag Room.
Mm.
That's a Shag Room. Mackenzie Sol. He's the American Idol top 20 finalist. And please watch. I'll be there. I'll be there this coming Thursday. I did promise him to be.
Oh, okay, bring me.
Okay, yeah, we'll be there.
Want to meet Mackenzie?
Yeah.
Maybe he can be in our show, right?
Yeah, why not? Or you
Okay.
can interview him instantly there
Yeah.
after the show. What he
Okay,
thinks of.
awesome.
Yeah, I'm very. I do have a lot of students too that made it to somewhere, but then they started. They're not old enough or mature enough to handle the fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some of your students became famous and then suddenly can't handle the fame, and sometimes they don't do it
And
anymore.
I would say my advice to all the singers, whether you're starting or just be humble and be true to yourself. Because if you go there and it's already in your head, you're never gonna succeed.
Don't be a diva
Yeah, don't be a diva. Because God can take everything away from you
in an instant.
instant. And yeah, so that's what happened to a lot of them. I did help a lot of people to get to where they are, but when they start feeling that way or acting that way, it's good to be a diva. You can act as a diva because diva is confidence. I don't think
Just the
diva,
positive diva and not
positive
the
diva.
negative.
I'm a diva because I already have enough confidence to do all the things that I'm doing now. So I can say that I'm diva, but not a diva at that kind of level. So yeah, I did have a lot of students that became, or people that I mentored that really reached to the top, but they fell because of
So
that one thing.
yeah, so it's very important. Just like to summarize, so for today's episode, you were courageous enough to share your story,
Yeah.
especially like being bullied throughout your career
Yeah.
and even in school. But look
Yeah.
at you now. I like the fact there are two things that you mentioned that I think our viewers and listeners should remember. Number one is to turn your sensitivity as an artist, if you are an artist, into something beautiful,
Yes.
right?
Management.
So manage your sensitivity, your emotions, instead of ruining your life and ruining things in your
Mhm.
life. Make art,
Mhm.
right? And also, when it comes to relationship, manage that sensitivity so that you can maintain a healthy relationship. And last but not the least, which is very important, is to be humble. I think being confident and being humble is very difficult, but
Mhm.
being humble will keep you afloat, and you will remain human, right?
Mhm.
And somebody that people can approach and people can look up to, just like you.
Oh, thank you so much.
So thank you very much, Miss Sharon. I think I need to give you a hug. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank
and,
you.
I
Thank you
hope-
for letting me what do you call this, very authentic here, and my sensitivity came out and the secrets. Well, the one thing that you asked me, what do I want to do that I haven't done and want to do, or I'm scared of, is being sharing you the bad times, but that bad times made me
Who you
who I am today. So
And thank you for being vulnerable. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't know this about you, and for you to share this side of you is very courageous of you. Because most people show up in social media, in the media, made up. I'm this, I'm a diva, I'm a singer, I have albums here and there. But you didn't talk much about your accomplishments. You talked about your sufferings.
Yeah.
They were able to turn into an inspiration to our viewers and listeners. Everyone, stay courageous.
Thank you for tuning in to Courageously Speaking with me, your host, Maria Soriano. In our next episode, this coming September 5th, be prepared to learn more about how a former college athlete turned sci fi author. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you soon and stay courageous.